In the prestigious halls of Roosevelt Elementary, Maria walks quietly, her footsteps barely audible on the polished marble floors that echo with the chatter of privileged children. The scent of fresh flowers from the main office mingles with the smell of expensive lunches being prepared in the cafeteria. She moves through these corridors like a ghost, invisible to most, carrying her worn backpack and clutching a small, weathered notebook against her chest. Every morning at 7:30 sharp, Maria arrives early, not because she's eager for school, but because the empty hallways feel safer than the crowded ones. The fluorescent lights hum overhead, casting harsh shadows that seem to follow her as she makes her way to her locker. Her fingers trace the cold metal combination lock, 15 to 23 8, numbers she's memorized, not just for their sequence, but as a ritual of preparation for another day of being overlooked, dismissed, and worse. No one knows that behind those quiet brown eyes lies a mind that processes mathematical equations like poetry. No one even notices when she solves complex problems in her head, while other students struggle with basic multiplication. Her teachers see her hesitation to speak as a sign of confusion rather than the careful translation happening in her mind. Switching between Spanish and English, between the language of her heart and the language of acceptance. But when Mrs. Peterson's fifth-grade class erupts into chaos over an impossible word problem on the whiteboard, Maria observes from the back corner where she always sits. The other students throw their hands up in frustration, their voices rising in complaint. "This is too hard!" shouts Tommy, his designer sneakers kicked up on his desk. "Nobody can solve this," adds Ashley, flipping her blonde hair with practiced disdain. Mrs. Peterson's face flushes red as she struggles to break down the problem into smaller pieces, her voice growing sharper with each failed attempt to reach her students. The air grows thick with tension and the acrid smell of dry erase markers. 28 pairs of eyes stare blankly at the board, but one pair sees something different entirely. What they didn't know was that Maria had been solving problems like this since she was 7 years old, helping her father calculate construction measurements when he came home exhausted from 12-hour shifts. Her small fingers had traced numbers in the dust of unfinished houses, her mind wrapping around concepts that would challenge students years older than her. The problem on the board wasn't impossible. It was beautiful. Maria could see the solution, unfolding in her mind like a blooming flower, each step logical, elegant, inevitable. Her hand moved slightly, as if to raise it, but stopped midway.